What's up, guys? So why is Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp down today? And actually Oculus VR is down as well. Pretty much all the major services that Facebook owns are down today. What is going on? I was wondering the same thing because I'm trying to go through my ads manager. Obviously we have a lot of clients running ads through Facebook and Instagram. We're getting messages. I can't get on mine. So what is going on today? So if you guys actually seen this this morning on CNBC, Antagone Davis, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She is one of the higher ups at Facebook, was defending the recent findings that I think came out in not Bloomberg magazine, one of the Wallstreet Journal, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Wallstreet Journal a week ago put out a report that basically third-party companies have had the data for years now that Facebook knew internally that their algorithms and the way Instagram is set up as an app and Facebook is set up as an app literally increases the likelihood of teens committing suicide. And they had internal data that did tell them that basically posts that are more engaged with based on fear and kind of negative feelings or negative news and things like that always went to the top of the feed. So when it came to the 2016 elections and pinning certain groups of people against other groups of people, apparently Facebook and Instagram knew this internally that was going on, and that was their algorithm set up that almost pretty much on purpose driving this sort of psychological behavior on this platform. So she went on CNBC to sort of defend that. That look, that there's some proof of that, there's this and that, and they're actually working with the government to try to pass regulation for social media companies, right? So this is my sort of hypothesis, this sort of thing is what's going on, because, and I've talked about this for a while, I made a number of posts about this, is that Mark Zuckerberg has been getting hammered by the Congress for a little over a year now, if not longer, sort of, Congress asking him to explain what happened in the 2016 elections, the whole Britannica company in England that sort of misused Facebook ad data and pixels and things like that to, again, pin certain populations against each other and during the elections and things like that. So Facebook has been getting hammered by the government to basically tell them that you have to regulate more, you have to really figure out how to regulate the content that's put on your website, on the app, that you have to regulate what can be advertised and what can't. So what Facebook is basically saying and what's going on is that, look, they're being sort of single-handedly picked on by the government. And Facebook is saying, you know what, we're not against regulation, but don't regulate just us. Don't make us lose money as a platform, but make regulations across the board. So if we're going to be affected, Twitter's going to be affected, YouTube's going to be affected, Google's going to be affected, Snapchat, every major company, social media-wise, that has an advertising platform is going to be hit by the same regulations. So put it this way, big changes are coming. But because of this announcement and the stock just starting to plummet, now we can't access Facebook. A lot of reports are saying it's a DNS issue. I don't want to get into the depth and weeds of what that means from a software development perspective and what DNS really is. But put it this way, the panic that's going on with the stock plummeting as of right now for Facebook is what's causing sort of the outage. Maybe it was purposely sort of taken offline by the company itself to make certain changes and corrections right now, and then require them to take all their servers down, because again, every major Facebook platform that is owned by Facebook, which includes WhatsApp and Instagram, to name a few of the major ones, are also all down. The last thing I could see, at least on my Instagram feed, that the last post I could see on my feed was 2 hours ago. So that was literally about an hour and a half after Antagone Davis came out on TV this morning, sort of defending this. The stock has been on a free fall since. It's dropped nearly 5% in just the last couple hours, which is definitely a big drop, relatively speaking, in the stocks life span, especially for Facebook. So that's what's going on. Here's what to expect. Changes are coming, right? It's been an issue for Facebook to be sort of self-regulating itself. And what other companies like CNN, Fox, and CNBC, these major media conglomerates, they are looked at by the government as a media company, so they're held to a different standard. There's different rules and regulations for creating ads. If you think about it, let's say you're a music artist, or let's say you're selling whatever, you can't just make any type of commercial and put it out on CNN or Cartoon Network or the Disney Channel and things like that. There has to be a disclosure of who's paying for this ad. There has to be some sort of I'm not saying they do fact check on the cable news. Let's get real. There's a lot of bullshit being sold on cable news all the time. But what I'm saying is the standards are way different. So it is going to impact how ads are sort of launched. It is going to impact what you'll be able to say or not say online, unfortunately. It is going to impact how you're going to be able to monetize your content depending on what industry or sector you're in. So all that's coming. We don't know to what level, but it's we've seen it all coming. There's been a lot of BS that's been going on social media. It is affecting people. It's affecting businesses. It's affecting our population all across the board. So that's all I'm saying is get ready. The outage is clearly still there. I'm recording this as of 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe here for a few more hours. I'm sure they're going to get back up by today, but maybe it won't. But that's the news for now. I'm putting this on YouTube because I can't put it on Instagram. So maybe by tonight you'll see it on Instagram and Facebook. But that's why Facebook is out of service, and so is Instagram and all that. And besides that, if you're a marketer or a content creator, you better get ready for all the changes that are going to be coming down the pipeline, because there are some. They're going to be gradual, but that's what's going to be happening. If you guys want to know more about how to succeed in the content creation industry, or better yet, if you're a music artist, producer, or DJ, make sure you follow me on Instagram, which is down right now. But when you do, hit the link in my profile. When you do, hit the first button if you want to access my Indie Artist Accelerator, because that's where all this learning goes down. Also, if you're watching me on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Give me a like. Let me know in the comments what you think about what's going on, right? Let's talk about this in the comments for sure. But subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Hit that notification icon, because it helps to get my videos in front of other entrepreneurs, musicians, producers, and DJs that need to know this information. You already know you can check me out weekly on Twitch, which is a platform that's not down right now, with Clinton Sparks. Matter of fact, tonight there's a rerun, so it's going to be next week, where you can check us out live, talking about music industry news, entrepreneurship, and business. And also check me out in New York once a month for a 2-hour seminar, and tomorrow on Twitch for Outside the Box for DJ Enough's show, interviewing A-list artists, up-and-coming artists, influencers, and all of that, and performances. Make sure you check that out tomorrow evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow again for another day of Music Biz Daily. Till then, peace.